Hi guys, this is Damien for a new video. I hope you're doing very good and that you're preparing your body for the coming summer. It's only in 2 months. And for that, today we're going to talk about how you can lose fat and build a dream body in only 2 months. Okay, so for this you only need one thing. You only need this magic pill. I'm just kidding. Spring is not the ideal moment to start a workout for this summer. So if you start now, you're going to be able to show off only next summer, minimum. So let's jump into the topic of the day. Today we're going to talk about what to do if you struggle with consistency, what to do if you can't show up to the gym as frequently as you should, what to do if, even though you know you should work out, you also should know it's hard. I hear it often, I read it often, people skip too often. They actually struggle with consistency. I have friends and colleagues who pay for membership and show up only 5 times a year. Guys, this is how gyms make money. So I've got a list of reasons here why people struggle with consistency, and we're gonna address each of them, providing some concrete solutions. Okay, let's go. So reason number 1, you fail at making fitness one of your priorities. So we prefer sometimes going on a weekend away. David, if you watch this, boom, 3 days gone. I mentioned that summer is coming, so I gotta have drinks with my friends because the weather is getting better. I stayed a bit late on Friday evening, so I wake up too late on Saturday. On Saturday I have a lot of things to do, so I'm not gonna work out now. I'm gonna do my things first, since I only have 6 hours in the day. Boom, 1 day gone again. And then during the week, I didn't work so much on Friday afternoon, so I have to stay a bit longer on Monday evening. Boom, another day gone. I have to take care of my children and plan vacation with my partner, etc, etc. The list doesn't end, okay? There's hundreds of reasons why we should not actually go to the gym. And that's how you end up paying for a membership for nothing. So there's hundreds of things we all have to do. However, not all of them have the same importance. It's very possible that you see these excuses, because they're excuses most of the times, as a way to escape the pain of the workout. So now what to do to prioritize fitness again in our lives? So when you realize deep inside that you're making an excuse to yourself, then there is something that is painted on the wall of our gym, of my gym, of the gym I go to at Pure Gym, and it says, remember why you started. Beautiful sentence, and perfectly fitting our situation of today. You should remember why you started working out at the first place, and you should remember the pain you felt when you looked at your belly, or that the bad shape you were at before you started, or your lack of muscles, whatever. And understand that as long as working out is not one of your priorities, the pain will never go. And on top of that, time is not playing in your favor. The older you get, the harder it is to get in shape. So please remember why you want to look better, why you want to be healthier, and how painful it will be in your future when you realize that you got worse instead of better. So concretely, what to do? Once you realize that your state is worsening week by week, month after month, and trimester after trimester, you're gonna have to sit down, list all the things you have to do, and you're gonna fit and squeeze in some workout sessions in your weekly agenda, in your weekly schedule. You're gonna think, I have to work out, I have to create time for it, I'll have to make time for it. When can I do it? For how long? It's only a matter of organization. If you find the way you are, honestly, good for you. But if you're not, you need to feel the pain and the emergency of the situation. And the situation should actually stress you. The goal of this exercise is to stop that things get in your way of your workouts. Even if it's twice a week at the beginning, there should be this time slot dedicated for your workout that nothing can come across, okay? That's the goal of the exercise. Reason number 2, lack of results. So you've signed up, you went to the gym a couple of times, you even had some regular periods sometimes, and you should be proud about it. However, you haven't seen great results so far, so your motivation takes a hit because you feel like it's not worth it after all. So as a consequence, you start skipping one workout because you think like, oh, this muscle group doesn't progress anyway. Then a second one, then a third one, and over time all your routine gets messed up. This is because you focus too much on the outcome, the results, and not enough on the process. I want to look better fast, like before summer, as I said earlier. You will have to like the process at some point, like I said in the previous video. And the result, whatever it is, will come as a consequence, will come naturally, as long as you do everything right. As you know, it's a long-term process, so don't be impatient. However, going to the gym regularly doesn't guarantee results just because you go and train. It's not enough. Maybe your program is wrong and you don't know it. But more importantly, it's very likely that your diet is wrong and you don't know it. Diet is the most important part when it comes to getting results or not. So why else wouldn't you have results? Do you have bad habits? I just talked about diet. When it comes to diet, it's extremely easy to succumb to junk food and cravings. And as a human being, it's very difficult to resist cravings and candies and things we like but we know are bad for us. What other bad habits can you have? Do you do things that prevent you from sleeping good enough? For example, watching screens late at night, right before sleeping. So any of these bad habits and the extent to which you have these bad habits will impact your results in some way. But if all the conditions are met, you sleep well, you train well with exercises that correspond to your body, if you eat well, you're gonna get results, I promise. It's time for reason number 3. You don't like the process. So I mentioned it earlier, you don't enjoy the activity yet. Why? So the reasons I hear the most is it's boring, it's repetitive, it's not a team sport, so I'm lonely, I don't talk to anyone, it's not fun. Okay, I get that, and I agree with all these reasons. However, and I insist on that, your fitness journey will be much easier if you like the process. So I explained in the previous video that you have to be an adult about it. That means pushing yourself, forcing yourself until you like it. But I recognize that it was a bit extreme because not everyone is able to hear this kind of message, because not everyone is wired the same way. The great advantage about liking the process is that you won't need motivation or discipline anymore. You're gonna just like the process. It's gonna be way easier for you to go to the gym. You won't need to push yourself for something you already like, will you? Maybe you tried too hard because someone pushed you and it was just too much and you got overwhelmed. You did too much too fast without your brain being used to it. So what to do in that case? Start again, slowly, once, twice a week if needed, not too intense. You have to get your brain used to the effort again, okay? You have to feel your body, feel your muscles, but not too intensely. So again, the goal is to make your brain used to the effort again, despite the boring side of it, before increasing the intensity slowly and steadily over time. So what else could you do? You could go with a friend, it's a good idea. Many people do that. It's gonna bring a social dimension to it if you're the one complaining that it's a lonely activity. Make sure, however, that you actually train and not talk all the time. You'll be able to push each other, to compete with each other. And the endorphins will do the rest. And if your friend stops going, what happens then? Plus, you won't have always the same timings and be available at the same time. In this case, it should make you want to continue so that you know you will surpass your friend. Okay, it's like a healthy competition between friends. It's a very nice drive to have. And if you're the one wanting to stop, then you should feel guilty because you're gonna let your friend surpass you. And this can make you come back, and just because you don't want to disappoint yourself. And again, over time, endorphins will do their work without you even realizing that you started liking the process. And as a consequence, you'll gain in consistency. Reason number 4, you actually don't have time for real. So I talked about this issue at the beginning. I said that people use dumb shit excuses as a lack of time to go work out. But in most of the cases, they don't make time, which was the first point of the video. However, there are some cases, some situations where people actually don't have the time for real. Some of us actually have obligations that don't allow them to go work out several times per week. So in these cases, what do? First, try to evaluate how long the situation of you not having time to work out is gonna last. Is it gonna last 2 months? Is it gonna last 6 months? Is it gonna last 1 year, 3 years? You need to evaluate this time frame. And during this time that you defined, if you really can't plan any workout sessions, even 20 minutes at home, and I'm really taking an extreme case here, here is what you're gonna do. Only 2 things. First of all, you're gonna have to focus on your diet. Again, diet is the key element in this scenario. If there is one thing to remember from this 4th section, it's that, your diet. Since you won't have time to study macros and count calories, just stay away from processed food. That's it. This is 70% of the work. If your diet is on point, you won't even have to work out. Well, you won't be able to build proper muscle though, because muscle building needs proper training with weightlifting. But at least you won't get fat, and you'll be able to focus on the muscle building once your situation improves. So first key, focus on the diet. And second thing, obviously move whenever you can. You gotta burn these calories. Take the stairs instead of the lift. All these common sense things that you hear on TV sometimes. They're not all wrong about it, okay? Walk as much as you can. Enjoy lifting grocery bags. I used to do shrugs while lifting grocery bags. Again, you won't build muscles, but at least you limit the fat gains. So that's it for today. We covered 4 reasons why you're struggling to be consistent at the gym and provided some solutions to it. So let's sum up the 4 points of today. First point, you don't prioritize the gym and find other things to do to escape it. Solution, remember why you decided to embark on this fitness journey. What was your deepest motive? Take time to re-answer this question. Then, feel the pain of not being in shape, or at least in the shape you would like to be in. And once you feel it enough, you'll be panicked and start making time for it in your weekly schedule, okay? Even short sessions. Second point, you skip because you don't see results. You focus too much on the outcome and not on the process. So there's two ways to go about it. So start liking the process, it's actually the next point. And second, reduce the root causes of the lack of results. That's your training, your diet, and the bad habits. Once you start seeing results, you'll be less likely to skip. Point number 3, you don't like the process yet. Solution, start again, slowly and not too intensely so that you don't hate going to work out and feel anxious about it. Your brain needs to get used to the effort again. You'll increase the volume and the intensity over time, slowly and steadily. Fourth point, you actually have no time for real. Focus on the diet, I'll never say it enough. Then try to move as much as you can. These two factors will limit fat gains, and then later, once your situation improves, you'll be able to take time to make a program for muscle growth, and only if you want. So that's it for today. I hope you enjoyed the content. Next time is gonna be much lighter. We're gonna talk about how to fight the last temptation of skipping workouts. So as you can see, I'm not done handling skipping issues yet. Thanks for watching and see you next time. Bye-bye.